What about ghosts?
But Dan Aykroyd's like a big ghost guy.
He
Like,
is. He's a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. It's not like the reason he came up with Ghostbusters wasn't because he thought it'd be funny. It's because he really like believes in the supernatural and stuff. And he's really into like crystals and all that crap. And you're like, that's disappointing, isn't it? Be a guy you like, you admire. Dan Aykroyd's a funny man. One of my favorite films. And then he's into all that stuff. And you're like, all right, that's a. Because then whenever you see him talk about it, you're like, is it a bit? Is he doing a bit because he's funny, or is he being sincere with this? I don't know. I feel like because he's done it so often, it's no longer a bit. He really is like obsessed with like supernatural stuff.
I mean,
So then you're like,
there are worse things to be like super invested in, though.
for example, crypto.
Yeah, there you go.
What about ghost crypto?
I mean, who knows? That could be the way of the future right there.
Ghost crypto. How would that work? Is it like crypto that's been dead, or is it crypto that's owned by ghosts?
Either or.
I need an answer. How are we going to be able to provide for our future if we don't know the answer to these financial questions?
Okay, well, I guess it's crypto that failed, but has come back to life again.
Oh, dude, there's going to be so many.
So like that Hawk Tour goes.
Yeah, there's going to be so many. But then you reinvest in it, and then it still feels it dies again. And then you're like, well, reinvest in it a third time. It'll be worth it the third time. If you invest in a coin and it dies and it comes back again as a ghost, do you have to spend more money to get your coins back, or can you spend it as if it never left? Do you know what I mean?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. We need to consult
we need to talk to an expert.
Yeah.
But the thing about us, man, we're just not crypto experts.
Not at all.
No.
Some would say we're not experts in anything, really.
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's true. We're experts in dicking about. Yeah. That might be it. We're experts at putting on mildly entertaining podcasts.
True.
Right?
Arguable.
Well, how about that for your
There we go. I mean, there we go. Well, everybody, this is Smark Avengers. My name is Corey. With me is Dylan and John. We were talking about ghosts and crypto just now.
I bet you were wondering, how is he going to get from Ghost Blowjob back to a good starting point? I did it. We got there.
You did it. You got there.
See, we're better than mildly entertaining. We're a very entertaining podcast.
There you go. So today is callback. We've not been able to do this in a while because some very not fun people are out there ruined something real great for everybody, and that was we were watching some Japanese Spider-Man. Yeah. Well, we were watching some Japanese Spider-Man on YouTube that someone very lovingly put up for the world to enjoy, and treating it like a Let's Watch. So as a reminder, a Let's Watch is basically what we're going to do is the three of us are going to watch Japanese Spider-Man together and kind of just talk about it as it's playing. They give it sort of like director's commentary on a DVD or something like that. And what you can do is you can sync up to our video and put this on in the background while you watch the same thing yourself. So, first off, any questions, guys?
Yeah, so if the crypto dies and then comes back again, do you have to reinvest, or do you already still have the crypto from when it died? This question is to Corey. Are you asking ChatGPT?
No. Regardless, this is on a channel called Spider-Man Archive. SUPAIDAMAN Archive. My belief is a very creative way to try to get around putting Spider-Man in their title and drawing attention to themselves.
I believe that's how you say Spider-Man in Japanese.
I believe it is too. I just kind of like my idea better.
Okay. You didn't want to say it in case it sounded racist? You're like, it might not be.
So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to that. The video portion of this will disappear, and we're going to just watch some Japanese Spider-Man together. This is episode 3, Mysterious Thief 001 versus Spider-Man. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. Let me make sure that, yes, we want to share the computer sound. Okay. Let me know when you guys see that.
I can see it.
See it.
Okay. Well, who wants to give us a countdown starting from 3 for the viewers at home?
Why is it gonna start from 3?
I don't know. Could start any number you want. By the way, can you see that this is full size?
I can see this buffering.
Yep.
All right. So is it full size?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Dylan, do you want to count down from whatever number you feel like counting down from?
Nah, because I would have gone down from like 86.
John, do you
24.
wanna-
I would have done 24.
That's the biggest number.
Highest number.
Highest number. John, do you want to count down?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1, go.
I like the Christmas lights in the spider web. You know.
Yeah. I do like the
How'd you go to
subtitles.
work one day and you just see this fucking cunt climbing up the side of a building? You're like, is that okay? Also, is this too early in the video to say the phrase fucking cunt? Uh-oh. We're gonna get in trouble.
You're
You have to bleep that
European. You're European. It's allowed.
out. I mean, are you gonna have to bleep that out? Twice? It'll happen
You
again.
said it before. You've said it before.
Yeah, but not in like the first 5 minutes, alright? Catchy song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think this is on Spotify?
Oh,
I hope so.
Yeah. Spider-Man. Yeah, that sounds like
Yes.
we should get out of time.
Yep. Japanese Spider-Man is on there.
Oh,
It's
damn.
going down the same building that Spider-Man likes to climb.
Well, that's got to be some kind of coincidence.
It's
You
the
know what I mean?
tallest building in the whole city.
Yeah.
I
It's
think it's
2
the only
stories
building in the whole city.
big.
怪盗001対雲男
Wait, I thought it was Phantom Thief number 3.
No, it's 001. It's episode
Oh,
3.
I thought that. Oh, it's episode 3. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
In volume 3, we watched episodes 1 and 2 previously.
Yeah.
How did that work?
He cut that glass so quietly.
And then he went through it after just cutting a hole in it.
No, he opened the window and then went
it
through
did
the
not
other
look
side of the
like
window. What do you mean? That's not the side he opened. Oh, to get that sweet, sweet cash. In yen, that's probably going to be about 4 pounds. Oh, it's a good thing the fucking cops were in the building.
とうとう捕まえたと001これで年貢の納め時だな
Uh-oh.
It's that guy.
He was
It's
so
fucked up.
逮
emotional.
捕された怪盗001は直ちに警視庁
He really sounded like a phantom, didn't he? Oh,
俺たちの裏をかいて次々に盗みを働いていた怪盗001は
He's very sad that he got caught.
颯爽とした男だと思って
Right,
たんだ。
doesn't this seem a bit like he's not the
それ
real...
なのにお前と来た
villain?
ら
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this a little bit like Hobgoblin-esque?
Hey, look at that guy.
Whoa!
なんだ
It's a good thing people can't see this because the seizure warning of this maybe?
Yeah. Oh no, he's got jelly on his face.
No, they're all 3 are dead somewhere. We better arrest him anyway. Oh, they're not dead. Thank God for that.
No, he just got jelly on his face.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to
Abducted by the putty patrol as well.
forget about that. You want to see some motorbike tricks?
Hey, it's not Peter Parker.
Is this where he gets his news from? Like a woman just yells at him when he's on the bike track?
Well, she works for the newspaper, so it
Yeah.
makes sense.
So, like every time she's like, dude, you're not stop fucking around on the bike and come and investigate the murder. And he's like, oh, I can't, I'm busy at the bike track, but maybe my friend Spider-Man will be there. You know?
警視庁捜査三課の現職の刑事よ。その松本って刑事さんの話によるとね、怪獣はすごい光を発したんだって。
すごい光？
そう、目がくらむような光だって。
That reminds me of the Flasher. Oh wait, no.
私その怪
Something
獣
else
と
reminds me
逃
of
亡
the
した怪
Flasher.
盗001とのつながりを追ったら特ダネになると思うんだけどな。
よしときなよ。UFO の映画じゃあるまいし、そんな怪獣いるわけねえだろ。
だけど。
Are all of Japanese Spider-Man villains for space?
Yeah. Because it's for the Iron Cross Army. Remember those guys?
I would argue that some of them are on Earth. Some of them might be in the United States right now.
Jesus Christ.
I know how that guy feels.
That would be really hard.
They just blast him in the face over and over again.
I like how his eyes appear to point different directions, and yet when he flashes people, it's straight ahead.
It's just, yeah, there's no periphery on it.
How does that work? I guess because he's a space alien. You know, it's a different physics.
Stare into his eyes.
But then you're like, if he's an alien, how do we know those are his eyes? We don't know.
I mean, I believe she's technically an alien too. Sometimes you're just lucky in an alien and you're like a weird putty man, and sometimes you're a monster, and sometimes you're just a hot Japanese lady.
Dude, if I was an alien, I would be like, please let me be a hot Japanese girl. Please.
Yeah.
And then you end up being a little, well, wasn't it like a really small, like, mushroom dude? Yeah, I don't want that guy.
No.
Oh, so they're hypnotizing this guy. Wait. This makes it seem like this is the first time they're hypnotizing them, but like,
He was already stealing stuff.
Was he stealing stuff by himself?
Yeah, I
outside
guess
of
so.
their interference?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, Professor Monster. I forgot about his name.
偽のスパイダーマンが現れたと知ったら。
Oh, he's gonna dress up like Spider-Man and steal shit.
必ず姿を現す。スパイダーマンを倒さぬ限り、わしの夢は
I'd
実
love to
現
talk
で
to you,
き
but I have to take a look at these really interesting cell samples. Like, the fucking microscope eye.
催眠をかけられた岡部は直ちに行動を開始。
I would argue that way of running is not sneaky.
No,
Right?
it's a little suspect.
But
Also-
in the middle of the road.
Oh, so he's just spray painting Spider-Man on the wall after he robs the place.
My name is Spider-Man. I definitely did.
大都会を我が物顔で荒らし回る雲男。怪盗スパイダーマン依然行方つかめず。
I mean, when you think about it, this isn't a bad
山城
plan,
拓也は
right?
スパイダーマンの偽物を
Spider-Man has
許せな
just
かった。
appeared in the city. We've seen him in the last few episodes. And somebody's like, well, why don't we frame Spider-Man? They don't know it's not Spider-Man because he does it at night. You don't see him. Like,
しつこい人
not
だな。
not a terrible idea. You know?
Yeah.
They're great. They're not terrible.
さあ、早く。
Oh, there he is.
何の恨みがあって俺をつけ回すんだ？
あら、ご迷惑？
当たり前だ。
ケイさん、夕べ逃げられた怪盗001をパクるつもりなんでしょ。
逃げられたって大きな声で言わないでくれよ。それがお前さんとどういう関係あるんだ？
終わりよ。
どうして？
刑事さんが怪盗001を追い詰めて逮捕する。その決定的瞬間は私
You know what's really interesting is that they say 001.
Mm-hmm.
But like, 0 in Japanese is 0, but 1 in Japanese is ichi. But they
That's
say
an
0.
excellent point.
But they say 001. I think that's because I was listening to see what. That's the only bit I could recognize. And they say 001.
Hey, you may all be for all women's lib.
失礼ね。
You're still just a woman,
Yeah.
Dylan.
怪
Oh.
盗001
Still
は
just a woman.
必ずこの近くのビルに現れ
Yeah,
る
don't think we let that one slide while we were talking about
それと
numbers.
も
奴は
Just
3
some
ヶ月前
casual
こ
sexism.
の辺りのビルを荒らし回ったんだ
Hey, he's for women's
そ
lib.
ろそろ前戻っていい潮時だ
You're just a woman, though.
That's true.
Take that, you lousy woman.
怪盗001だ
I love as well how he's got the big light on his head
行くぞ
to really draw attention to himself.
Yeah. Time to use. There he goes, climbing up that building.
You know what? Some of this show, I don't know if we said this in the first episode. Some of this show is just beautiful.
Yeah. I love
One
when
thing-
he jumps on the wall and they freeze the frame to make it look like he's stuck to the wall.
Yeah.
Because you know that in the take, he just went, "Ugh," and then like hit the ground.
No, it's because they went the other way. They like I was gonna say
so
pulled them off.
He jumped off the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's probably like a like a little Batman shot where like he's on the ground. and
Yeah.
jump. Well, it could be when they like but normally when there's a freeze like that, it's because that's just where the footage stopped.
またもや雲男現る警視庁
So
の
if
眼
that
色
monster
なし
thing can like hypnotize Phantom 001, why
Yeah.
didn't they just have him hypnotize
お兄ちゃんったら
Spider-Man then?
亡くなったお父さんにそっくりね。
Well,
お
do
父
you
さ
know
ん
what
も
I
お
was
食事
thinking
の
of,
時は
right?
いつも新聞読んでた。お母さんに叱られ
The
ていたって。
the Phantom 001 is the thief,
お兄ちゃん
and the other guy can like
私の言ってる
hypnotize
こと聞いてないの
people. Why doesn't the alien
Konnichiwa.
just break into the bank and then hypnotize all the
私
guards?
ったらどうしてこう間抜けでどうしようもないおっちょこちょ。
Right. Because if the guards catch him, he just hypnotizes and goes, "Wasn't me," and they go, "Oh, I guess it's not that guy." Why have the thief there to begin with?
ああ、私ったら
It's weird that she's more of a Peter Parker
特ダネ
character
を物
than
に
he
できるチャン
is.
スはまた来るさ
Hmm.
それもそうね。
ああ
Yeah, but that's because the guy has to be really cool.
お腹空いちゃった。
えあらこれは色気
Your
が出てるよ
voraciousness is...
偽のスパイダー
That
マ
was just the most polite way of saying, God, you eat so
ン
much, you fat slob.
しかしスパイダーマンの目を注
You
が
know,
な
at
け
the
ればなら
beginning
な
of
い
the show, I thought this was all about
スパイダーマン
women's
が
live,
泥棒している
but
と世間の人たち
starting
に
to
誤解
question
された
that
くない
now.
偽のスパイダーマンはかつて知ったビルを荒らし回っている一昨日の夜はここそして昨夜はこの一帯
I
だ
just would think that they would give him a Spider-Man costume if this was part of the plan. Do they only have the one in the budget?
You know how much it costs? Obviously, we don't. Otherwise, we'd be making our own Spider-Man show.
山城拓也は必死に偽のスパイダーマンを探し求めたのであった
I love the idea from Looking for Spider-Man. It's just him walking around town. He's up there somewhere. Look at that Jim.
I mean, you say that, but
Yeah.
they just do a casual front flip over a speeding car.
I will. He just turns around and winks like, "What do you think?"
That's pretty sick, right?
Yeah, right.
や
I
っ
mean,
ぱり
he's just showing off, man. Also, I forgot all about that.
Quick change. Alright, time
Like
to climb
it-
that building again.
If you hypnotize somebody, can you hypnotize them into being able to do a backflip?
I mean, I
Yeah,
think he was
why not?
already able to do that. It seemed like he was a very agile person. He was just kind of a wimp. Hey!
Hey. He's
Left
really
leg
bad at
right?
this.
危ない
Are they children?
Did they think the best way to stop a guy with a sword is to throw the sword at him?
I guess so. Alright, guys, backflip around him. Cartwheel.
とうとう現れたわね、スパイ
AE
ダー。
dub. AE dub.
お前が姿を現すのを待っていたのよ。
地獄からの使者 Spider-Man!
Is he the emissary of hell? Wow.
That seemed unnecessary. He's from space. Come on now, please. I mean, this is very much like an AW fight, isn't it?
It really is.
Just punch him. What are you flipping around for? What is this? Just hit him. Oh yeah, it's the moonsault spot, right? When they
Yep.
catches them all at once.
Now Uranagi off top of Hell in a Cell.
You don't want to kill him.
What happened there?
You all saw that, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did he fall off the building?
There's no webs, remember?
Oh yeah, there's the rope guy.
Oh, whoa! I thought there'd be a sound effect for him breaking his back.
どこだどこだ
スパイダーマンを逃がすな
No, he's my friend. Oh, dude.
もうお前には用はない
The plan
That
was
break him
working
out of his
really well
brainwashing?
before this happened.
そこから飛び降りて死ね
Oh, that was close.
I still feel like he would have broken something.
Yeah, the way his legs came out of the net, you would feel like he still would hit the ground with the full impact of the fucking thing. Oh dear. Just
Now my sick ass
casually
car.
driving down the street with 1 mile an hour. The spider car?
It almost looks like they're on a date.
What I was gonna say, this reminds me of, you know, whenever Triple H and Stephanie got married in Vegas?
Yes, I do.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
鉄十字団の恐ろしさが分かったか奴らは血も涙もないお前が連れ込まれた鉄十字団のアジタはどこなんだ教えてくれ
目隠しされててわからない
どうして泥棒になったんだ人のものを盗むのは悪いとは思うのか
Why did you become a burglar? You know, lots of
It
reasons.
does. I mean, they're at a little amusement park. It does kind of look like they are on a date.
俺の耳には
Oh, they're going to the circus.
俺は生まれつき身が軽いそして
That's the sign of the
子供の時
circus?
からサーカスに
And now we get stock footage.
きっとサーカスを好きな多くの子供たちがいるに違いない
Uh-oh.
その夢を多くの子供たちに与えたかったんだ俺はどうしても世界一の軽業師になり子供たちに夢を与えたかったんだ
Both my legs.
そのために金を盗み自分のサーカスを作ろうとしたのか
I have to say that's the most interesting plot I've ever seen for why someone steals money.
盗んだ金で夢を与えても子供たちは
Yeah.
決して喜びはしない
But the kids won't know that he stole all that
俺が
money.
悪かった
Yeah.
So where's the harm? I say go for it.
償って新しく生きるんだ
Mm.
鉄十字団が来る俺が奴らを引きつけるお前は警察
Wait, did he see that on his bracelet?
Spider sense, probably. Oh yeah, the duckbills.
Yeah.
You get on
This
the roller
doesn't seem
coaster.
efficient.
Yeah. He'll chase him down in the roller coaster. Just leave him
They got to
alone.
use this set for one day. To make the most
Why-
out of it.
I feel like it'll come back at some point.
The music sounds like it's about to kick into Batman.
Very
I
similar,
thought the same thing, yes.
but still legally distinct.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 years after Batman as well.
Oop.
Backflip away.
Literally. It was a weird great duck people, I swear.
お願いしますお願いしますかけてやれ
Boy, he didn't give a shit that Spider-Man's still out there fighting, huh?
Oh no, he wants like if he goes to prison, they can't get it. It's like,
Like, you would think that would be part of his redemption.
why did he swing 3 times? How far away was he from the rest of the people?
I was about to say, oh, the monster's an idiot. My hypnotism doesn't work in daylight. Ow. He's like face first.
The old Samoa Joe technique. Oh, he got you there. Ah, fuck.
何者だ
Machine Bam?
Guess so.
What part of him is machine?
Well, you remember in the first episode where they start off as little tiny like clay dudes and they get put in the machine and made real?
That doesn't make them the machine.
No, I think the machine is just they get put into one.
I just think it's bad writing.
Well, I mean, we are about to see his leopard-themed giant robot.
Leopardon. I mean, you mock, but you would want one too.
Leopardon, I think is what they called him.
I think it's, yeah. You can stop him with missiles? Kidding me? What do I look like? Some non-machine guy? Fuck no.
レオパルド2とキグだ マーベラチェンジレオパルド
I always loved how it was a leopard. You know what I mean? Spiders, leopards. Feel as well as time. Why wouldn't they go together?
They're basically the same thing.
Practically, yeah. In Japan, they don't have leopards or spiders, so they're probably the same thing. I mean, they don't have leopards for sure. So I assume they don't have spiders. Is that the noise it makes?
I guess so. Oh, I forgot about his weird mouth.
Which one are you talking about here?
The giant robot.
ロケット
Oh,
His mouth looks like an asterisk.
I thought you were gonna say his mouth looks like an ass. And I feel like both would have been correct.
Oh, he kipped up.
No.
He did a kip up.
Skip up.
敵の口が飛ぶ
It's like, oh, he just shot his mouth off.
He's going to fire his mouth.
かまった
Okay with that?
アークターンレオパルドフォードビッカ
They just fire random parts of their whole bodies.
Yeah, I guess so. Both of them did it.
He's firing his biceps.
And then so he threw his fist at him, and now he's throwing his sword at him.
Firing his kneecaps at me.
危機を脱したスパイダーマンだが誰一人としてそれを知る由はない孤独な戦いは果
Boy,
て
they
しな
wrapped this
I
one
mean,
up
that
real
criminal.
quick.
負けるなスパイダーマン
Fuck
Don't
you,
lose,
we're out of
Spider-Man.
time. Spider-Man won in the end.
I do have to say, I think it was kind of like nobody knows. Well, I mean, the thief guy knew.
He's in prison though. You know what happens to people who snitch in prison?
模様の下眠る父よ胸に秘め
I forgot how melodramatic the end song is.
Very serious.
Is this like a song about somebody dying? Fuck.
He just misses the thief so much.
He does.
I'm all alone and you're in prison, and I can't go to visit you in prison.
I'm not gonna do that. All right, well, there's our ending sequence. Next
目の
episode.
前に広がる風景は夕べ見た夢にそっくりだ。悪夢から目覚めた山城拓也に迫り来る死への正体。鉄十字団モンスター教授のスパイダーマン抹殺計画。
Spider-Man Elimination Plan.
Why didn't I think of this earlier?
恐怖の半魚人、奇跡を呼ぶ銀の糸。
Good
4
episodes.
お楽しみに。
Deadly Merman.
I do like that the Marvel logo is at the end as well.
Yeah, they want to keep possession of this.
So-
We need to-
Do we want to take a moment to talk about what we just witnessed, or do you want to just jump right into the terrifying half merman, the miracle calling silver thread?
Beautiful name. What? Well, is there anything specific you want to talk about?
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was really interesting how the monstrous villain who had the hypnosis powers was thwarted by the fact that his hypnosis powers wouldn't work in the daylight. I feel like that's something someone would have figured out before.
Yeah, there was a lot of plot holes.
You could say.
Shall we say that would indicate that there was a plot?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
basically the same plot as the other episodes we've watched.
It's true.
Monster shows up, and then they
It's
get
big at
into a
one
big
point.
fight. Yeah.
Spider-Man. They have a reason for Spider-Man to climb up a building.
hmm
The
They
same
have a
building.
reason for Spider-Man to do a backflip and to use his spider string. The villain fights Spider-Man and it gets big. Spider-Man gets the robot and fires his fists at him. Spider-Man wins and drives away. This is, what's it, 5, 6, 7 points?
Yeah.
All right, let's write those down, and then this episode, see how many of those we can tick off.
hmm
And
All
every
right.
time it happens, you have to take a drink.
All right, so get ready for episode 4, the terrifying half merman.
Why is he half merman? If he's a merman, wouldn't he be all merman?
Maybe we're about to find out.
Well, is it Namor only part Atlantean?
But
Yes. But I don't know if that
is
counts
it the
as...
same thing?
I mean, Aquaman is half Atlantean.
Is he half a merman, or would he be all merman? Would his existence be merman?
Maybe
I don't
this
know.
merman
Because
dad
if-
was a person and his mum was a mer woman.
if you're half
You mean a mermaid?
Atlantean, if you're half Atlantean and then half human or half mutant, wouldn't you be a merman? Isn't that the split?
Mm,
You know what I mean?
maybe?
Maybe.
So if you're a merman, half merman makes it seem like half of you is mermaid man, and then the other half of you is like
Barnacle Boy.
miscellaneous. Yeah, horse. You know, I don't know, it could be anything. Which half? You
Well,
hope
I
it's
guess-
the bottom half.
Just a top half. Just a fish on top, nude man from the waist down.
That was a joke in Futurama where he's like Fry's trying to make it with a mer lady,
Yeah.
mermaid, and then they're trying to have sex, and he starts running away, and he goes, "Why couldn't she be the other kind of mermaid with the fish part on top and the lady part in the bottom?"
All right. Well, John, you want to give us another countdown? Wait, hold on. It's going to the wrong one.
Ooh.
That's the one we want. The terrifying
What's
half
around?
merman.
Okie
Yeah,
dokie. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, how can we get to hear the theme tune again? You can see him climbing up that building. This is, I know I said this before in the last episode, but they are not afraid of showing Spider-Man's ass. I know I brought that up the last time, didn't I?
He's
And it
proud
makes it
of
seem like
that.
I'm obsessed, but I'm not obsessed. They're the ones doing it. He was
Now, I'm just...
Oh, sorry.
I
Go ahead.
still don't understand why he has the big bangle.
Wait, is the what?
The big bracelet, like that huge-ass bracelet on him.
But do you think that was like their way of like doing the spider sense? Like you said in the last episode,
Yeah.
was it him seeing around him and like contacting people and like
Yeah, I guess
No.
so. I mean, he used it to see that the Putty Patrol was after him.
yeah. It's probably how he connects with the robot as well.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
needs that.
恐怖
Back
の
then,
半魚
technology
人
was very
奇
cheap.
跡を呼ぶ銀の糸
Uh-oh. It's Iron
Yes.
Sheik.
Good start.
スパイダーマン
Those were shoes.
殺のプログラム
Those are his shoes.
ガリアとスパイダーマンの全
What
資
if
料
it's
の
his
セッティン
feet
グ
and he has no shoes?
We got computers going.
Like,
I like
yeah,
that
giant
these are the
computers.
Smart Putty Patrol. Oh, it's a Scantron. Uh-oh.
鉄十字団のモンスター教授はスパイダーマンの能力をコンピューターに記憶させてスパイダーマン抹殺のプログラムを弾き出そうとしていた
I really like how after 3 episodes, they're like, we've got all the information we need.
Yep. This is
We got
episode
him.
4. We know what we're doing.
Yeah,
スパイダー
we're
マン
gonna fuck him.
コンピューターの計算通りいけば
This is like the York Foundation from early WCW.
殺してみせる
I will most definitely kill him.
A titty.
Tit ripping.
Tit ripping.
お兄ちゃん
It all comes
コー
back.
ヒーが
It
でき
all
た
comes
ってさ
back.
あ
Why does it shoot say America?
Because,
よいしょ
Corey, I don't know a lot about the history of America. I'm pretty sure it existed in the
今日の
70s.
新聞は
Yeah, but why would like a little Japanese kid be wearing a sweatshirt that said America?
They love America over there.
They do.
They did.
Spider-Man
スパイ
dead.
ダーマン死亡
Oh, shit, already?
そんな
That plan was real effective.
I thought that was next week. I really liked how he looked through the data and he's like, I know exactly how to kill Spider-Man.
6
Merman.
月7日
That's the
あ
solution.
さってだ
And you're like, really? Out of all the calculations, the thing you put together was a fish monster? Are you
女
sure?
の方ですか
He doesn't go into the
特
sea
別
at
に
all.
申し込んできたの
Are you sure fish monster's gonna
ス
do
パイ
it?
ダーマンの死を
Well, we've never
心
seen
から
him fight a
悔やんでい
fish
る
monster. He's beating the shit out of everybody
涙
else.
ながらに
Yeah, 3 people.
何の目的でその女
That's all we got.
新聞社に聞いてみたんだけどね
This looks like the opening of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
本当に死んだのかしらスパイダーマン
You think it'll end like that?
さ
I hope so.
スパイダーマンの恋人かしらね美しいご婦人って
あさあね
So they just turned up at a random funeral home? Because some person wrote... Was this... Did they go to the funeral home with a woman named Spider-Man?
置いてきぼりなんて
I like the idea whenever she was like, maybe this was Spider-Man's girlfriend. And he was like, Spider-Man doesn't like girls. I mean,
きっと鉄十字団だ鉄十字団がスパイダーマンの
no,
暗
he's,
殺を
he's
企
like,
んでいる
fuck, why did I say that? You're freaking idiot.
負けてたまるか俺は負けないぞ
Is that him?
絶対に負けないぞ
I love when they repeat the shot for some reason. Oh, here he is. Here's our beautiful boy.
I mean, I'm just, they could have used Hydra Man.
まあね
Could he use... But does Hydra Man have a little claw like that?
Does Hydra Man, could they make Hydra Man on a budget of 0?
Oh, he's gonna straight up kill him. Ow.
はいはい
Weekly Woman.
Weekly Woman.
じゃあ後で
Is that the newspaper?
Oh, I hope so.
佐久間さん
はい事件ですか編集長
多摩川に半魚人のような怪物が出たそうよ
Half fish, half man, merman.
半魚人
若い男女が殺害され
So
た
like a
Wow.
quarter?
その怪物の写真欲しいわね
I would sure love a picture of this monster that killed that
必
couple.
ずスクープしてみせます
Do you want to see a picture of the couple? Nah. They're dead. They're really dead.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's
こん
like
ばん
the
は
villain
ね
lady.
拓也さんは出かけたら鉄砲玉よ
鳴らし運転だよオートバイのね
残念ボディーガードにしようと思ってきたのにじゃあね
You mean the guy that abandoned you like
怪獣
the other
出
day?
現のニュースを知り張り込みを
I'd say the
続けていた
funeral home.
半魚人のような怪物もし本当だとすればそれは鉄十字だ
Who else would it be?
Cross, maybe. You know, they were into mermaids.
Who else would it be?
Dr. Octopus? Nah.
No.
It would make sense to half man, half fish merman.
I also like they're at a lake.
Yeah.
She didn't
Where's
notice
gonna-
that.
How's he gonna climb up the building in the lake?
She did not notice that.
怪獣
ねえこんな美人を捕まえて怪獣だなんて
これはどうも失礼しました失礼しました
God, they really hate women in the show, don't they?
Yeah.
At least her. This merman really hates people just trying to get his. Which is the opposite of what we know about Spider-Man villains. He's just swimming through the air.
That's all he knows how to do.
ひとみさんの声だ
I also like how he's got claws because obviously in the water those are gonna be very useful.
I also like how he recognized her only by her scream.
He's heard it like 4 times already.
I guess so.
スパイダーマンの
Also,
目は暗闇
oh,
で
he
も
has
見え
night
る透
vision
視能力がある
mask.
気を失ってるだけだ
Oh, that's good.
Woo! He's just unconscious. Forget her then.
ひとみさんたちは
Off we
警官に
go.
任せよ
I'll leave the police to deal with this unconscious lady.
Spider detector.
I wouldn't do that.
なんぞ
スパイダーブレスレットは
Oh, look at his
超
feet.
音波を発して
Okay, so that's
の
the
役
Spider
目も
bracelet
果た
can
すの
find
である
ultrasonic
この
waves.
建物がアジトか
And can see giant feet. Trying to climb up this building.
Again, this building that's above water, this is his hideout. Like, I don't think so. I feel like his hideout would be under the water. That's the point of him being the merman, right?
Considering he keeps coming up out of that water.
Out of the
yes.
あ
water.
の檻は
What's that cage? Well, despite all of his
Ah, you
rage.
fucked up, dude. Oldest trick in the book. And you can't just jump back up.
Yeah, wait. How did
何者だ
a ceiling just appeared over it?
Don't worry about it.
It's Hell in a Cell.
待っていたぞ
Get rock bottom off it.
スパイダーマン
There you go.
What if that's how he kills Merman?
ガリアに聞いたなどうするつもりだこんなところに閉じ込
Got
め
me
て
I like how
caged.
he's like, you must have heard of me. And the guy's
コン
like,
ピューターを
don't
駆使して
think
作り
so.
上げた
The Spider-Man Book
ス
of
パイ
Fate.
ダーマンの運命の書
AI. It's brutal.
抹殺プロ
Corey,
グラム
ask the AI about the extermination program.
さよ
Okay. Let me do that real quick.
The Spider-Man Extermination Program, we have to clarify, because
うへやってきた
otherwise it might get real sticky.
じゃあ
Tell me about
全て君をおびき寄せるための
the Spider-Man.
おふざけだよ
What was it called? The Elimination Program?
Extermination Plan, I
運命
think.
の書によれば
Extermination Plan.
君は半魚人とデスマッチ
Oh my god, they're gonna have a death match.
殺されることになっている
It's giving me the breakdown of a Spider-Man plot from 2013 involving Dr. Octopus taking over Peter Parker's body.
I don't think that's what we're talking about.
I don't think that's what that was called.
No.
半魚人
Oh shit.
十字弾マシンでも半魚人これよりお前
Are they all called Machine Man?
何
スパイダーマン対半魚人デスマッチ開始
Oh my god, there's a bell. This really is a death match.
地獄
It is a hell in a
They
cell.
do,
スパイダー
they do love wrestling though.
Rookie mistake, dude. Under the legs. Nope. Done a whole lot of classic wrestling so far.
半魚人
It basically all it did was give me a synopsis of what the show is about, by the way. It doesn't know anything about an extermination plan. That's how a well-kept secret Professor Monster has this.
Fair enough.
Hip toss? Hip toss, tackle, drop down.
Yeah, I mean, the closest thing you could say was that was a hip toss. Was that a hip toss?
Hip
Oh,
up.
oh.
Oh, is this Will Ospreay?
No, it's not. It's not been half an hour yet.
They didn't fly him in from Britain.
Yeah.
Oh, see, he's going for his hidden blade. That's obviously Will Ospreay.
They aren't so hidden.
この声この情景 どこかで見たことがある。そうだ、夢だ。夢で見た。
Go for his finish.
See, this is good. If he's like, I saw this in my dream, so all I have to do is like do something that's not that happened in my dream. That would make sense, right?
Still just eating it. See, he always missed it was the bruv at the end of that.
Oh, the old Goldberg finish.
Everybody knows how a cell match is complete until the baseball gets knocked down.
He just jumped out the window.
He did. That Don Garnia.
I like how he was like, oh, he has powers that exceed my expectations. He just read the computer code out of his powers, dude. This is the extermination plan that he worked on for months. You know he's got these powers. What are you doing?
Spider-Man.
That's only halfway through.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's about to die. Tune in for after the advert.
お兄ちゃんどうしたの？
マシンで転倒してな。
大丈夫？
ガタガタ騒ぐなよ。
Let me just be a dick to everybody real quick because I have this gaping wound in my chest.
Don't make a big deal about the fucking fact that I got slashed by a knife and then told you it was a motorbike accident.
もう一月で俺はあの世へ送られていたモンスター教授。恐ろしい男だ。
That's what
I would
how
like
doctors used to make house calls.
If in that car it was like Professor Monster and they came up like, can we help you? And he's like, he gets out like full gear, like, yeah, is Spider-Man inside? And he's like, oh yeah, go ahead. He gets in like,
I'm totally fine. Let me just no sell it.
Yeah. What's that skull above it?
Alright, that was only chapter 1.
What the?
He's having one of his dreams.
Oh, okay.
お兄ちゃんうなされてたよ
I mean, that sounds like a great time to me.
起きなさいって姉ちゃんが
Oni-chan, I'm just watching you as you sleep again.
タグジ、
It's not weird.
今日は何日だ？
6月7日だよ
6月
My taxes.
スパイダーマンの告別式の日だ。
So he's okay then, because you don't get a funeral on the same day you die.
この部屋から出なければいい。今日一日出なければコンピューターが弾き出した俺
Oh,
の
such
運命
an
を
obvious like limp dummy.
そうだ。
No,
それは
no.
良いのだ。
You don't think he did that himself?
スパイダーマンに反応
I just thought the quality of dummy would have
ス
been
パ
a
イ
bit
ダーマ
better.
ンは超能力のスパイダー感覚で
Didn't even look
多
like he
く
had
のことを
feet.
知ることができる
Oh, there's some spider sense.
お兄ちゃん
He's capable of knowing things that happen in the distance because of his spider sense. Is that strictly
ひとみさん知らないか？
expedition?
そういえば指は取れたのかな？
半魚人追ってんのかまだ。
うんこの前失敗したから今度こそはって。
そうか。あのテン
She's
パ。
awful smug.
早く降りてきてね。冷めちゃうわよコーヒー。
ああ。
You know that thing that's already killed a
捕
couple
ま
of
ってしまっ
people?
たんだ。
She's so confident, huh?
What you doing?
He put that costume on over his jacket. That has not. It cannot be comfortable.
I also like how it still has a zip.
I also like that the bracelet says Spider-Man across it. Like he's got it labeled in case he accidentally loses it. Oh, we gotta return this to Spider-Man.
He picks it up and it says Batman on it. It's like, oh fuck, did I pick up the wrong bracelet?
By the way, we might have missed it, but it looks like he accidentally broke the window of his car when he was jumping in.
What?
あの姫はひとみさんの姫。
It looked kind of like he broke the window of his car when he jumped in.
近寄らないであっち行って。
Here I am. Oh wait.
スパイダーマンを呼んだらどうだ。
スパイダーマンを
居場所を知っていよう。
知らないわ。
嘘をつけ。いつもお前の身辺に出没するではないか。
That is awful coincidental.
You're Spider-Man.
知らないってば。スパイダーマン助けて。
Why do they run like that?
I was about to say I love this weird crouched running. All right, make sure
does
to
he know where to
guard this
go?
cave by looking directly at it. I feel like that was
Murdered that
obvious.
guy.
People would have noticed a screaming guy flying off a cliff. I think because he has that telepathic point that they mentioned, John, that you know, Spider-Man.
So the old
Drop
porthole.
kick. Shotgun drop kick.
Classic bit. He's a spider.
He just did a little circle a couple of times.
Yeah, you know, like a spider would. Ice sparkle with a flash of anger. Spider-Man.
I'm over here. He even does a bunch of poses like an AEW wrestler.
I was gonna say, I like how instead of all attacking him at once, they all feed for him.
Yeah.
Like in pro wrestling, you know. Very good.
Oh, I didn't realize she was wearing tights. I thought she was like, you know, just bare-legged.
This is the 70s, dude. Come on, you know how they respect women in the show.
Yeah.
They're not showing leg.
It will insult them for being a woman.
They'll show it if it's a mere woman.
Yeah.
It's not real leg.
If it's a human leg, but a fish up in half.
Oh yeah. That's fine.
It is awful funny they're like the perfect plan to kill Spider-Man does involve a merman.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It doesn't make any sense.
He just emerged from water that's ankle deep.
That's his power. Oh. The suit's gonna get all wet. I have to say, for a guy that's got 2 big bleeds on his forearms, he's incredibly inefficient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You should just like fucking hit him.
Wait. When did he do that?
Machine
what does this have
gas.
to do with being a merman?
What part of his face does the machine gas come out? Why is he getting reverb on his voice now? Very confused about a lot of this.
Oh, there's the waterfall.
It couldn't happen again, though.
Well, it was just his dream, remember?
That's what I
Just
mean.
like
It couldn't
in his
happen.
dream.
It couldn't happen again.
俺はこれから起こることを夢見ていたのだ
There he goes. I like you can see the mask like undulating with his breathing. There's something really weird about that. I don't like it.
I'll
Now,
never
remember
be able to
Garia.
survive.
Remember Garia is the old man he met in that cave.
A spider web? I don't think that's a spider web.
Oh. Oh. It doesn't work because it got wet.
Well, hang on. So he was hanging onto that rock and could have called on this thing on his wrist at any point.
Yep.
But he asked God to send him string that he held onto instead of the rock. He didn't climb up it. He stayed where he was and then called the robot.
You know, this
Couldn't he
car
just
can
call the
fly. Why does he
robot?
bother driving it?
But like, couldn't he have just called the robot? It's all the talking to God bit about it. That's just propaganda right there. I don't like that.
It
Nice
is.
Spider-Man cartoons. I like the idea of every episode maybe running like a minute short, and they're like, just put the same bit of him, the robot
Yeah.
coming in, put that in every time.
All right, so in the Spider Elimination Plan, where does the giant robot factor in?
Because you could argue in the Spider Elimination Plan, everything's gone pretty much exactly as the last 3 episodes.
Yeah,
It's done nothing differently.
we didn't get a cage match.
Oh, he didn't do this. Fluoroscopic.
Fluoroscopic?
What?
I don't know what he just did.
From his chest, not from his arm, like normal. His chest this time. Why doesn't he just cut the string?
He got his arm blades cut off.
Look, they look there to me.
Yeah, they're not making a second costume.
You don't got the budget.
How dare you?
How dare you, Spider-Man? How dare you kill the thing that I was trying to use to kill you?
悲劇の運命に打ち勝つのはスパイダーマンの逆境にあっても決して諦めない
Don't believe in God. Only you can believe in yourself. I think that's the moral there.
Not though, because he did believe in God.
All right, well. Any thoughts on that one?
Oh, are we gonna listen to the theme tune or are we done? I think we could. We've already heard it. We don't have to hear it again.
You don't want to hear this dirge?
It'll make us sad. We can't be sad after watching Japanese Spider-Man. That's debatable.
Dylan has plenty of great ideas. So, that was 2 episodes of Japanese Spider-Man.
I've been taking notes.
Dylan has been taking notes, and what we have learned is that Japanese Spider-Man is quite predictable. We saw a burglar that was stealing money so he could make his own circus because he wanted to be a great acrobat.
He was
doing it for the kids. He was doing it for the kids.
Yep.
Yeah. Does that
And
count as like legally? Can I just say I stole this money because I did it for the kids? Is that?
Wu Tang's for the children. So, so he did that. That was a thing. And then Professor Monster created his Spider Extermination Plan, his Spider-Man Extermination Plan, that for whatever reason, Spider-Man started having premonitions that didn't help him at all, really. Like,
right.
Like
I
you said,
thought the
premonition.
angle. I thought it was gonna be he saw what happened, so he did something different, and that's how. And because I said in the episode, oh, that'd be a good angle, and then they just didn't do it twice. They didn't do it.
It was like, I saw the punch coming and then I leaned into it.
This is how he died in the dream. And I'm like, you didn't think about stopping that at all?
Oh, dear. But anyway, he fought a giant merman that was going to be his greatest foe and didn't work out.
Half merman.
Half a merman. Not a full merman, a half a merman.
Half the merman. Only the arms and the legs.
Only the arms and legs and head. Torso as well.
Torso was, that was all centipede.
Woman.
Okay.
All woman.
So they made fun of it relentlessly because it was a woman. It was the 70s. That's what they did.
Casual sexism. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call it an episode here. And we decided that because some of the bits were repetitive, we would spice up our next episode by watching 2 more episodes of Japanese Spider-Man, but turning it into a bit of a drinking game.
And you can play along at home.
You can play along at home. So we'll go over the rules at the beginning of this next episode, and we will see you then. But until then, bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye bye.